So this is the seed I'm going with this time. Same thing, dragon tongue bush beans. This is where I'm going to plant them. This is Fawn 4. And I planted them on all 3 levels from here all the way over. In each one I put 6 beans, 6 seeds. And when they come through, I pick the 2 on each side that are the healthiest, and we'll grow 4 per pot. So we got 12 to 15 pots here, green beans. And these things are as tall as I am at the tallest point. So there's the haul of dragon tongues bean. What do you think I got there at there? Half pound? 1 pound? I'm not sure. That was 12 buckets, by the way, of beans planted. Let's weigh these things, how much they weigh. .25 pounds. That's amazing to me. Very, very pleased with the harvest. The beans are done, but that's not because of the cold. That's because I left all the pods on there when we went on vacation. And right now I'm letting them go to seed. So it's full of mature seed. So when that happens, the plants start to give up the ghost. Okay, I cut all the beans out. And I moved them over there to the wheelbarrow. And we are going to pick it up plant by plant, bean by bean. We're going to go through this pile here, and we're going to put the beans in that little container there. So I'm sitting here and I'm shelling these beans, and I'm thinking I might share some thoughts with you. Okay, open pollinated refers to seeds that come true year after year. They've been they've been inbred so much that they're genetically the same after you save the seed and regrow it. So the exact fruit you see here will grow again from this seed the same next year. And that's a good thing if you want to save your own seed and possibly be, you know, more independent, not dependent on other seed companies. Now nature wants to be diverse, so actually open pollinated varieties are kind of against nature to a degree. I mean, tomatoes do it. I mean, they're bred to be, you know, they're a pure flower, so they kind of come back true every year, although there is some cross-pollination in tomatoes and peppers and things like that. But for the most part, diversity is usually a good thing. It creates vigor, it creates disease resistance, more disease resistance, and it helps prevent insect damages, things like that. Plants adapt, in other words, and the stronger ones survive. So a lot of companies will take advantage of this hybrid vigor of crossing of several different varieties or several different plants, if you will, to create a hybrid. Now they do that, honestly, they do that because they want to make money. That's the bottom line there. And but also at the same time they do offer a product that is more often than not a little more vigorous, a little more productive, and it's advantageous in a lot of different ways. Me personally, I try to look for open pollinated varieties that are very prolific and steady, like these dragon tongue beans. I've grown these many times and they're very productive, and they put out delicious consistent flavor time and time again. So this is going to probably be a staple of mine, and there's other varieties that I feel the same way about. There's nothing wrong with hybrids though. there's as far as self-sustainability, I'm not the type that would necessarily prepare for the worst case scenario by creating a store of a whole lot of vegetables and seeds and vacuum pack stuff and that sort of thing, because I've been in the government for a long time, both in the military and in civilian life, and I get a pretty good sense that we're a very, very strong country, and there's no real evil out there. I mean, we elect the people. They go up there, they try to do their best, and yes, sometimes they go corrupt. They're people. But for the most part, we're extremely strong, and the way our system is set up, we can about overcome anything. As you can see from we just changed directions again. And in 4 years or 8 years, we'll probably change direction again. And that's the best part of our country, is that if things aren't working out, the citizens will tell everybody, and we will change things. You know, it's not going to be your way or my way, it'll be our collective way, and that's the way it's supposed to be with our system. So majority gets the bigger say-so, you know. But I have a lot of faith in our country and our system, and I only say that in reference to this because I don't think there's going to be a big attack invasion from any other country that's going to put us back in the woods, you know, in prehistoric times or anything like that. And if there was, you know, being self-sustainable, really, from being a survival instructor, I can tell you that if you've got goods that other people want, it doesn't matter how many guns you have, you can only fend people off for so long. Once they start getting desperate, they're going to find you. And I mean, there's millions and millions of people, and you're not going to fend them off. So basically, in a sort of worst case scenario, I kind of hope for the best if that ever comes about. And if it does, I'll probably grab my family, all my family, and we'll head somewhere remote into the mountains or somewhere like that, and we'll give survival type stuff a shot. Now, I do think it's good to have skills. I think gardening skills are great. I think survival skills, how to build a fire, how to build a shelter, I think those are definitely worth learning, having a good skill set like that. But nothing too extreme. You know, I'm of the mind everything in moderation. So yeah, I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan, and I do eat the greasy Taco Bell and the occasional burger. But what I try to do is I try to also balance that out with a lot more vegetables, fresh vegetables, ones I've known and grown where I can. You know, we're living longer. Everything's not so horrible. I'm not a worst case kind of guy. I tend to be more optimistic than that. So, all in all, I guess, circling back around, it's good to have these skills. It's good to learn how to grow vegetables on your own and save your own seed. I do it a lot to save some money, to have some control, and I'm also having some fun breeding. So I've got a yellow squash of my own that is nearing completion. I'm on the F5 part of that. I've got a person that's going to grow some for me. I'm really excited about that. And so, well, that one's still good and edible. So we're going to try to see if I can create a unique, delicious squash, and potentially maybe some other stuff later on down the road. If I get to that point, I'll let that stuff be known. So, having fun here. Just want to share some thoughts with you while I dehull my beans and start to save them. It's Brent. See you later.